come off the bus earlier today. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. But traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
In the last few years, we've seen league-wide scoring surge in the NBA. Now, many credit years of defensive rules changes.
It sure is fun to watch, D.A. Thank you. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for KD.
And he's lost some of his feel for the three-point shot. It's been a tough month for him from long range compared to earlier in the season. And now he might be starting to press, which can lead to even more problems.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's B in at the point. And for the Nets, Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan, and it's Nwaba in at the 3. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. It's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team NBA.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Now, here is Irving after the miss from B. And that one's good, Irving.
He's going to get it done all over the floor, outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
Out to Carter. No good off the back of the rim.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Nwaba passes to KD. The kick out to Irving. The offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Jordan.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
B covered by Irving. B. Here's Carter. And it's denied. Here's Nwaba, guarded by Porter. Here's the teardrop. Nwaba gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
The defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
These are the defenders who are gearing up their game at the perfect time, coming away with the most blocks in the NBA since the All-Star break. Fifth is Wendell Carter.
He's been protecting the rim as well as anybody in the league during that stretch. I mean, he is not making it easy to take the ball inside.
Markkanen down low. KD's on him. And the Bulls with another miss.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Irving with it. Now guarded by B. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his first foul. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The pass to Nwaba. Pass to LeVert, just 5 to shoot. From past the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They played with energy and communicated well. It made things difficult out there.
Here's LeVert after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Ball's knocked loose. And it's LeVert missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. LeVert defending. It's good.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That'll be his second foul. Jordan finds Prince. Dinwiddie with it. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to LeVert. Prince outside. 6 to shoot. To the middle. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Carter.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Pacers had a huge game. He scored 41 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Prince in the corner for 3. Markkanen pulls it in.
Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's LeVert. Not going to go that time, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And so it's Harris who will pick it up for Brooklyn. At one point, they led by 16. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
And here are the Bulls now, following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
The Bulls making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. Dinwiddie right side. Dishes to Jordan. 4 on the clock. Harris inside the line. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The shot's good from B.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. He's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Brooklyn leading by 10. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Prince. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Murray's checked in for Markkanen. Dunn kicks to Murray. Here's B. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Levert the pass to Harris. Outside Jordan. Here's Dinwiddie. From outside, off the mark. Bulls trail by 13. B. Dinwiddie covering. Pass to B. Three-pointer. No good that time. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Down low, here's Prince, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the bucket by the Nets. No good from B.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Dinwiddie dishes to Prince. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 1:57 left in the first half. B the pass to Porter. And stolen by Jordan. Now the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Jordan. And it's sent back by Carter.
An aggressive defender. Carter Jr. also excels in using his physical advantages to turn shots back.
David Nwaba is checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Joe Harris. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Chicago. 3 on the clock. Irving way outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. No good from B. Nets leading by 15. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
What unselfishness from the young guard done. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Pass to Dinwiddie. There's 49 seconds left now here in the second. B, he's covered by Irving. Murray, no good. Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Irving can't hit. Here's B. They get the rebound. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Thaddeus Young.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
And here is Irving. He's coming off a 28-point game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Here's Jordan. And that does it for the first half of play. Nets out in front, up by 12.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job. Okay, we don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. It didn't win, and so yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will. And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's B in at the 1. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. he doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, "I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again." Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Thursday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Durant finds LeVert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Durant. This one for 3. Dean with the rebound. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 13. And it's sent back by Irving. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And then Durant with the jam.
And I think I only counted 4 total steps for Durant to go from one end of the floor to the other. I mean, he's just incredible in the open floor.
Has to be. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Durant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Irving. Yep, that one goes.
You see the cleverness of Irving on that play, able to get his shot off this.
54 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. And the 3 off target.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The shot's good from B.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work from deep.
Irving looking over the floor. Porter against KD. Sinks the 15-footer. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
No good from B. Now Irving. He's got 13, and he comes up with the deuce.
Irving has some of the best handles in the game. I mean, he has the rock on the string, so how can you contain him when he has handles like that?
Got it off in time, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets lead by 16. 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. LeVert out there with Durant. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jordan the pass to Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 15 points here in the second half.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Porter finds Satoransky. Here's B. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Drills his 3rd 3 of the half. I mean, that's 15 points from long range for him today.
Levine's checked in for Chicago. Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room. Passes to KD. Back to Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And that's 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
The tenacity Irving plays with is infectious. I mean, staying in attack mode, scoring in a variety of ways.
No good from B.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's the pass to LeVert. It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Levine. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Kevin Durant was highly sought after following this past season. And, Chris, you knew his decision would have a huge ripple effect across the NBA.
Yeah, and at this point in his career, Kev, I mean, KD can do whatever he wants as far as which team he plays for. I mean, he has the titles, he has the money, and he has nothing left to prove. I mean, you can see why he chose this team.
Good on the second free throw.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable score. I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to B. There's the triple. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
David Waba's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Dinwiddie with it. Now defended by Levine. Durant against Carter. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Nets leading by 20. Dinwiddie passes to Durant. That shot no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's B. And the Bulls another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Jordan. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Weber, you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon. What Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I gotta give us a little credit too with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
Fires from the wing. Nwaba. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 21.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Now here's Dinwiddie. Carter comes in with the double team. Here's Nwaba. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 21. Here's B. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to KD. Teardrop shot. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 16 points for KD.
I like how Durant assessed the situation and decided to go with the floater. Not always the easiest decision to make.
Levine, the bounce pass. B. That one wide left.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, an awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Right side, Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Here's Dinwiddie. Drains it from beyond the arc. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now this quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
No good from B.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets. Done with it. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go.